Scott Rueck. Coach, why don't you start?
Okay. Well, it's really proud of our team for bouncing back the way they did today after a loss the other night. Tough place to play, tough team, veteran team in Cal. Just a dominating force in Christina Nigwe. Competing against her for 4 years now. I mean, you just keep shaking your head at the motor that she has, that she plays with, her skill set. So it's just doing everything you can to slow her down, which is nobody's been able to do yet, and nobody will. And so you just have to counter. You got to score at the other end too, make her work for everything, and then Asia's got heart of a lion. To hit huge shots in the second half. I think she hit all 5 in the second half. Seemed like it, at least 4. Seemed like more than that actually. But I was proud of our team for just being resilient, shaking off a little bit of doubt that creeps in after each loss. There's really no way around that. And they worked through that, and then I just thought we played with so much grit and toughness. And Destiny did her thing, but we had great performances across the board. Trish Morris played a great game. The longest stretch she's played, I think, in conference, and her career high today, on a big stage. And so I'm proud of the team.
You guys were down by 10 in the second quarter, Rueck cut it to 2 by halftime. What was the key in closing the gap there for you guys?
To me, or
other one you can comment on it. I don't care.
Why don't you comment on it?
Yeah. Player, go for it.
I think the key was just kind of settling in, relaxing, taking care of the ball, definitely getting stops on the defensive end, and then just playing our game on the offensive end, getting to the rim, hitting shots, and I think that was the biggest thing for us, is just defense leading into offense.
I think just being a little bit more on the same page offensively and running our sets to a T, and then being able to get a couple of stops and get us momentum on the offensive end.
We shifted to zone, during that stretch, and then at one point there was a timeout. I think I took a timeout about 6.5 minutes or so as the second quarter was not going the way we wanted. And it was one of those moments where you got to challenge. All of us have to challenge ourselves and say, let's respond here appropriately to this. Let's compete and let's knock shots down. This team's not going to go anywhere. We have to make plays, and I thought Aleah really stepped up and hit a couple of huge shots right after that, and really spearheaded that offensive spurt anyway. But our team did a nice job in our zone to slow them down, because they had a ton of momentum.
Coach, you forced Cal to shoot more 3-pointers than 2, and Christina Nigwe was the only one who went to the line. So what was the game plan? What did you guys do to prevent them to get into paint?
Yeah, well, that's what we try to do to everyone, is to keep the ball out and to keep her away from the basket as best you can, which is near impossible. They kept running their lob play, and throwing it basically to the rim. At one point, it's like she took a 3 away from somebody and then laid it in on the other side of the rim. She was up there. So that was the game plan, just to make her life as hard as possible, make her work for everything, make her catches deep. And then when you're doing that, it takes more than one. And then this team is as good a shooting team collectively as I've competed against the last 9 years. This Cal team shoots very well in comparison to others. And so it's pick your poison, and hope they miss. And then I think it's just playing tendencies, and obviously we needed to stay closer to Asia in the second half than we did, because she was the one that clearly really wanted the ball and was hitting. But it's just scrapping out any pass that goes on the inside and doing your best not to foul.
Mikayla, it seemed like you didn't focus on offense too much in the first half, and then you just broke out in the second half. Talk about what happened there in the third quarter.
I think it was I had a different mindset in the second half, and then we got in transition, so I got a couple of good passes up ahead, and that kind of got me going a little bit. And I think defensively we got some stops that led to easier buckets in the offensive end.
I just want to ask about Cat, you guys have been out here for about a month now. What has been the key for you guys to kind of maintain this flow without your third release ball?
I think she left a huge void for our team, created so much space offensively, and was a big outside threat that drew so much attention. So we just had to have everybody rise, everybody be a little more aggressive. Aleah's done a great job of coming in and being aggressive from the three-point line and kind of filling that shooter spot for us. So everybody's had to rise, and people are doing a good job of that so far.
Yeah, I think everyone definitely stepped up their game on the offensive end, especially But Kat does huge things on the defensive end. She's so long, gets her hands on a lot of passes. So I think that's something that we also had to focus on and kind of, like I said, or like Mick said, everyone really stepped up.
You're a great three-point shooting team, and you didn't shoot it quite as well tonight. Was it something Cal did, or was it you just a matter of missing shots?
I think we're capable of shooting a higher percentage, and we'll get back in the gym, and we'll be ready to go next week to shoot a little better.
What do you think it says about your team that you're able to, be resilient when you didn't have your one of your best attributes, your three-point shooting?
Yeah, I think it shows a lot. Just kind of our growth. I think preseason especially, we would have kind of not crumbled, but kind of fell apart a little when shots aren't falling. And so I think you can definitely see our growth that we've just shown these past Pac-12 games, that when our shots not falling, we're able to create what we are able to get to the rim and score.
I'd say that's the hallmark of our program, over the years, is this team has taken, no matter the team, the last 9 years, they've taken every bit of adversity and turned it into a positive. Just like the other night was adversity, turned it into growth. And how can I approach the game in a different way so that we can't get knocked off our game maybe so easily, like we did the other night. We've had voids over the years, whether it was a Jamie Weisner injury or a Sydney Weiss injury. They were out for stretches of each of 2 of our conference championship seasons, and so when a family member goes down, everybody's got to step up, and you see it as, an opportunity to fill that void and also take care of them while they're getting back. And so this is, pretty normal for our program over the years, and I'm really proud of them for all having the courage to do it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right,
Go
thank you
Beavs.
very much.